guys, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I'd like to welcome you to another Git tutorial, and in this new tutorial I'll talk some more about commits and more specifically how to view your commits history. Right, so let's jump right into it and let's head to bash. Please make sure you're in your git root directory, and if you're unsure where you are, just run a pwd command and then head to your git projects folder. So let's run a pwd. As you can see, we're already in the git root directory, so we should stay here. Let's now run a git log and press enter. And as you can see here in the standard output, this shows our commit history, and you'll see in this case 1, 2, 3, and 4 commits in chronological order from bottom to top, each with the following details. So let's take commit number 1 for example, and this is the first line. Basically the first line is the commit, represented in yellow here, and is followed by a long string of characters. This string is a SHA-1 or a SHA-1 that stands for Secure Hash Algorithm 1, which is an identifier that is cryptographic hash function on 160 bits and is mainly used by Git to identify each commit uniquely. Just to digress a bit, in case you're interested, SHA-1 was developed by the NSA in the States. The second line is the author, in this case Edward, and my email address. The third line is the date, and this is the exact date and hour when that commit was inserted. And the third and last, let's say, but not least, is the commit message right at the bottom. Right, so this git log command comes with an interesting bunch of other options that can be used with the main command. For example, in case you want to see a shorter commit object identifier, you can use the --abref commit option, and that's how you show only a small prefix. So in case you're wondering, let's go to git help log, right, and press / and look for --abref. As you can see here, this option, if used in conjunction with git log, says that instead of showing the full 40 bytes hexadecimal commit object name, shows only a partial prefix. Right, so basically this option proposes to eliminate a big part of the commit's identifier length. So let's exit and try it. Git log --abref commit. And as you can see here in the standard output, it prints the commit history but reduces the length of the commit identifier. So if you want to see the commit identifiers like this, it might worth knowing this option. Right, let me now show you another option that can be useful. I know I use it from time to time, and this is git log Oneline graph decorate. Well, as you probably are imagining, it's not just one option, there are actually 3 options here. So let me give you an insight to what each option is doing. So the first option, --1line, will fit our output as compact as possible into one line. So it plans to basically put all these 4, actually 5 rows, if you're considering the white space here, into just one row. The second option actually is graph, not graph. The second option, dash dash graph, will show a graphical representation of our commit history, right? And the last one, dash dash decorate, prints out the reference names of the commits. Right, so enough chit chat, let's go ahead and run this. And as you can see here in the standard output, we have a different view of our commit history. So basically the top line represents the master branch pointing to the last commit, and the list of commits goes further down towards the first commit, which is here. These options are designed to give you the commit history in a nicer and cleaner manner. I know that I like them this way. If you do, feel free to use them yourselves. Right, so imagine that you're working on an extremely huge project, and suppose instead of having just 4 commits here, right, we have several dozen commits, and if we run git log, it will show an extremely long list of commits, and that might not be always what we want, but Git allows us to see only a few of them. So this is no problem. Git has a function for that, and that function is git log and log, and for that we can take the identifier of the last commit, right? 3 dots in between, and let's say take one of them somewhere around the middle. So what Git is basically doing is that it's picking up all the commits that lie between these two ranges of commit identifiers, right? So now we might want to see only the commits that happen recently or after a specific date. Well, Git has an answer for that, and Git log has several options that can be used like that. One of them is git log dash dash since, and this can be used like this. You may want to specify, for example, number of days. For example, 3 days ago, you can say show me the commit history since 3 days ago, and if we run this, you will see that it shows you the commit history starting 3 days ago. Since can also be used with a date. For example, if we want to say, let's say 2016 07 for July, let's say 30. It shows nothing because we haven't done any commits since the 30th of July. Let's say we say 28. And as you can see, Git shows them all here. Besides since, Git also has after, which is basically the same thing. The dash dash after option simply tells Git, show me everything after this date. Right, so pretty much has the same functionality as since. Also, there is before. So dash dash before simply tells Git, show me everything before this date. And if we run it, it will show nothing because you haven't committed before this date. Right, so if you want to see the commit history only from a specific author, you can simply use git log dash dash author option, right? And here you can specify the author name. Let's say George in this case. Let's press enter. And of course, George does not exist in my commit history, as I'm the only committer, if I could say that. And if I rerun this function but with my name, Edward, as you can see, it shows all the Git history with all the commits that have been inserted by Edward. Right, last but not least, if you want to see the commits history for a specific file, Git allows you to do that by writing git log dash dash, right, and file name, as you can see here. Because we're in the root folder, let's run an ls, and suppose you want to see the commit history for the file repo.txt. So let's run git log dash dash repo.txt, and as you can see here in the standard output we see all the commit history for repo.txt. Right, so that's it for today. I hope you're adding more depth to your Git knowledge, as that's the purpose of my videos. If you have any questions regarding Git log, well, just type in git help log, git help log, and read more about the command. If you have any other queries, make sure you address them in the comment section below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next one. Goodbye.